What would I do if I was a brand new realtor? Number one, I would figure out what is my brand. Now, I strongly recommend never tie your brand to location, meaning you shouldn't be Livingston County realtor, right? Because what if you move to Florida? What are you going to do? Build a whole new brand? So your brand needs to be built around you, because you as a person, like me as Gogo Bethke, as Gogo's Real Estate, I can sell real estate in Florida, I can sell real estate in Michigan, I could sell real estate in Timbuktu, Idaho. I am not tied to location. That's what I do. I sell real estate, right? So that's number one. So number one, figure out what your brand is and stick to it. Now think of it this way, you're going to have to pitch that brand for the rest of your life for 1,000,000 times over. So it has to roll off the tongue. Gogo Bethke, Gogo's Real Estate, Gogo's Real Estate team, right? Super easy. That's what I built. That's who I am. So find a brand. You're going to be selling you and your services for the rest of your life. Now that you figure out what your brand is, there's two parts to that where you have to check to make sure if someone's already using it. If they are, can I say shit out of luck? But you shit out of luck. Okay. So for example, your .com or Instagram, you can only have one of that person. So for example, there can only be one gogobethke.com. There cannot be two gogobethke.coms on the internet, because then Google would be like, I don't know which gogobethke.com you want to visit, right? So the .com has to be available, which you have to go to GoDaddy, or there's multiple sites, but I bought all of my domains from GoDaddy. So you can go to GoDaddy and then put in the idea. So let's say you came up with Kevin Smith idea, right? You're going to go to GoDaddy, you're going to put in Kevin Smith and see if kevinsmith.com is available. Now, if you have a very common name like Kevin Smith, then you might want to play with that. Rockstarkevinsmith.com, realtorkevinsmith.com, therealkevinsmith.com, sellingrealestatekevinsmith.com, like whatever that is. But in my opinion, your name has to be in it. And you can play a little bit with that, but your name that you're going to decide that's available on the .com, that is going to be your name everywhere. So before you buy your .com, you're going to go over to Instagram super quick. And you're going to go to Instagram, you're going to go in the bottom, hit search. And in there, you're going to search for Kevin Smith. If Kevin Smith available, you are in luck. You're going to buy kevinsmith.com. You're going to buy Kevin Smith on Instagram, not buy, block that name, and you're good to go. Everywhere else, like on LinkedIn, you can have multiple Kevin Smiths. On Facebook, you can have multiple Kevin Smiths. It doesn't matter. But on your .com and on your Instagram, there's only one Kevin Smith, right? So that's number one. Figure out your brand from day one. After you have your brand and you locked your .com and you have your Instagram, create your LinkedIn, create your YouTube, create your Instagram, your TikTok, name it, all of these, Facebook, right? All of these platforms. Now that you have everything, here's the thing that I wish I would have done, but I didn't because I had too much of an ego. So that's the only thing that I would probably change in my career. People ask me all the time, what would I change? Here's the only thing I would change. If I would have known what I know today, I would have paid for speed. What I mean by that, I would have joined a team to get all of the experiences that I could freaking squeeze into 6 months. I would go to every listing appointment, every buy-side consultation. I would shadow all the rockstar agents. I would have all the open houses. I would go to all the trainings, all the meetings. I would be a fly on the wall and soak up as much information as I possibly could, do as many transactions as I possibly could in a 6 months period. So then I can learn, I get that experience, and then I would go out on my own as an individual agent. Back in the day, I didn't join a team because I was like, I'm not giving someone 50% of my commission, but they're giving you knowledge in return, and they're giving you leads that you would have not had otherwise. Like the average agent, I heard that an average agent this year did 1 or less transaction, 2023. Really? That's insane. The agent on my team, Clancy, who was with me for like 3.5 years, she's done a minimum of 20 to 25 transactions every single year that she's been with me. So let me get this straight. Would you take 100% of that one transaction that you're able to generate on your own, or take 50% of 25 transactions? Which one do you think you should do? So if I was a brand new agent, I would join a local team in a heartbeat. So if you have the work ethic, if you have that thirst or that hunger for knowledge and to take yourself to the next level, your best bet is joining a local team right away, so you can learn that, speed up that by speed, right? Speed up that process of knowledge and then go out on your own. Other thing for me, what was super successful is open houses. If you can just get me in front of someone, I will convince them to work with me. I just needed to get in front of them. So the way for me to get in front of those potential clients was by joining open houses. So I would reach out to the office top producers and all of the local rockstar agents that had more listings than time of the day. And I literally begged them to give me the opportunity to hold their listings open so I can get myself buyers. And then I had a really, really solid follow-up game. As soon as I left the open house, before I even left it, in the driveway, I would look at every single person who signed in and their name. I had their phone number. I would take a quick little video. Hey, Jessica, this is Gogo. We just met at 123 Main Street. Wanted to let you know that 17 families walked through. 3 of them seem very interested. If you're not represented, I would love the opportunity to represent you if you decide that this is the home for you and you want to make an offer. If you are represented, please let your realtor know that we are expecting 3 offers. So if you guys want to be in the race, you have to make your offer by midnight tonight, right? So I would do that individually to every single person who came in via video. Guess who doesn't do that? 99.9% of the other realtors, right? The follow-up game is just not there. So these are my 3 tips. I give you one more, 4, what I call SSS, Sunday Systems for Success. My real estate coach back in the day asked me, are you gonna have lunch today? I was like, yeah. How about tomorrow? Yeah. How about Friday? Yes. She's like, then why do you eat alone? Invite somebody. I'm like, boom, genius. So then I would sit down on Sundays and I would literally fill my calendar with people to meet for coffee. I didn't do lunches because I was broke. I used to do coffees. And I would do I would fill my calendar for coffees every single morning. I would take my kids to school or daycare, drop them off, and then go to a coffee shop and meet that person. Now, that person can be anyone. Do you know anyone who doesn't need to live somewhere? Us as realtors, like everyone's my potential client. So for you, whatever you do for a living, who are your clients, potential future clients? Invite them for coffee. I would do a 9 o'clock coffee and a 10 o'clock coffee. So I could get 2 meetings done every single day. 2 meetings a day is 10 meetings a week, which is 40 meetings a month, which is holy shit. That's a lot of people. You can, even if you close at a 10% closing rate, meaning 90% of them are never going to work with you. If you close at a 10% closing rate, that's 4 closings a month. If an average commission is $10,000, we are talking 40 grand for coffees. Oh yeah, I'll do it all the time. So that would be my tip to you. Start doing coffees in the morning. You're going to be super duper caffeinated. But if you're good with in person, in front of people, you're going to close them, you're going to turn them into a client, and you just go on and rinse and repeat every single month. So these are my tips for new agents if I was new today.